Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot, your ultimate destination for political tarot readings in this election year. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we are going to look at the Iowa Caucus win for 45. And we're going to do a little preview of the New Hampshire caucus, which is happening tomorrow, the 23rd of January. So we'll be right back. Welcome back again. I'm Annabelle, and we are going to dive into 45's win in Iowa and see what we can expect for New Hampshire. I may have a special treat for you. I may go live tomorrow night with a friend of mine who is a professional DJ and an awesome interviewer, and he's really a great guy. So we're going to try and put that together tomorrow night. I don't know if he's going to be available, but I thought it would be really cool to have a non-tarot person give their opinion and kind of drive the readings that we look at for tomorrow. So that being said, please remember all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only, and they are my own personal psychic downloads and psychic impressions. So you can either stick around and see what I have to say, or you can go look at somebody else. I've had some weird comments lately. So also you can book your own magical reading with me at the link in the description below or on my website, fortunecookiestarot.com. I also have a scheduling link through there if you'd like to do it, or you can email me if you have any questions at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. And I also have a new section of my 12-week Tarot 101 course coming up toward the end of February. I don't have the start date because I am in competition season with my son's traveling crazy band schedule. So I do want to make sure that I can dedicate myself to the current class and to my past students and also to my future students. So if you have any questions, you can email me, you can make comments down below. I will reach out and answer you. Okay, so let's get started. We'll bring up our card view, and I have a fun new background for this, and it blends so nicely. So 45 did win in Iowa. And since then, we've had Vivek has dropped out and Ron DeSantis has dropped out. I'm going to do readings on them as well. But I wanted to see what this bodes for the coming up election, for the election proper in November. I have been saying for some time that I don't think that the 45 is going to be on the ballot. But as with tarot, energies and things can change. So let's see if this bodes well for him. And I'm shuffling away over here, not putting my cards in order. And we're going to cut them as well. Those of you that watch my channel know that sometimes I pull from the top and sometimes I pull from a crooked place, like my crooked camera here. What is going on? This camera's crazy. It's all wonky. Sorry, guys. It was perfect before I started. So I'll do a little more shuffling for you so you can see it. But let's see where we're at with this whole election craziness. Those of you that are not in the United States, this is an absolutely crazy election cycle. We've got lots going on here. Oh, dear. Huh. So we have our Queen of Pentacles here, which is still in reverse. It's still not a firm foundation that they're going to put him on the ballot. I have been saying for some time, I don't think that they're going to let him be on the ballot. That is just my own psychic opinion. If you disagree, you can let me know about it in the comments. If you hate that my camera is being wonky, you can say that in the comments too. Please be sure to like this video as well. It does help the algorithm. My platform is expanding, so I appreciate everybody's help on that. Thank you so much. So this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, and what that tells me is it's not a guarantee that they're going to let him go forth on this. The Ace of Pentacles says this is a new tactic, so I'm wondering if they've kind of loosened their grip on not letting him run. We had a number of states, Colorado and oh goodness, what was the second state that said he couldn't run? They tried to take him off the ballot. There's all kinds of weird stuff that went on with that. So that is a reading for another day. But it looks like they're trying to go in a different direction. Over here, the energy that's under the surface is this Two of Swords in reverse, which is decisions being made that are irrevocable. So that means we are going to, if we make a decision, it's going to be something that we can't, it'll be a guaranteed outcome. We won't be able to steer away from it. This concerns me because I think that this is the ultimate option that they always keep open for themselves. Getting somebody off the earth plane, having them taken care of so that it becomes a non-issue. Would that happen with this particular situation? I think the fan base is really intent and quite loyal. So I have a feeling that it wouldn't exactly pan out the way that the other parties would want it to. Here, this justice card, they have to go by the letter of the law. So taking him off the ballot is very difficult because they're realizing that it's just not a reality to take him off. There's too much pushback for it. We're getting too many things. So they're going to preserve the legal parts. They're going to bide their time with this temperance card. Temperance card is always about biding our time and taking our time with things. And here is the Hierophant, which if you guys are following me for some time, you know these are seats of power. So this is the government, the White House, our three branches of government here in the United States that are all working together to preserve this legal right. So that looks good. It looks like we are still proceeding in the direction that it appears that we're going to be proceeding in. But I'm going to ask a question here. Is the opposition 45? Are they allowing him to get on this ticket because they have another plan to remove him? So we're asking that. We're going to cut 3 times, as I always do. Does the opposition have another plan? There we go. They do. So their plan is to play hard for the emotional component of the population. Let's put it that way. They're really going to play hard for that emotional component. That they think is their ace in the hole, but does it move them forward? Not necessarily. The 3 branches of government here, this could be our 3 branches of government that are still working together, are trying to keep everyone sweet and happy. So I think, any kind of unrest, if it's uncivilized or civil, I think they're trying to keep that part under wraps. I think it's become very apparent that if they push too hard in one direction, we may actually lose control overall. So it's probably a good move on their part. I think I want to do a few clarifier cards here. So let's pull out the super mini deck, because we have this Lovers in reverse up here, which is unpartnering, coming apart at the seams, not working together. And I do have a video coming up about John Fetterman. Apparently John Fetterman from Pennsylvania has decided that his uber progressive views are not working. So he's kind of downshifted into being just a straight liberal. So let's see what's going on with these Lovers in reverse. We got Chariot in reverse twice here. So with the lovely kept lady up here, our 9 of Pentacles, that is keeping that status quo and not letting anyone see what they're doing behind the scenes. So this lovely lady is actually behind a walled garden. She's being protected. So this protection, they're protecting the negative work that they're doing to undo things, to make them work to their benefit. And here, crafting some new plans with that Four of Cups. They feel like they are at a stable place and they can craft some new concepts and new things moving forward, new planning, but it is to stop things in its track. The plan is still to stop things. With the purest of intent, they are planning to stop this election from presenting said individual, who I can't say his name here on social media. This Queen of Swords is alarming because this does herald someone who is going to use their ability to stop someone in their tracks ultimately and permanently. So that makes me a little bit concerned that we may see some attempts going on. Hope you're following everything I'm saying, because down here under the surface, we have that High Priestess in reverse, which is having very ill-conceived plans, not looking for the best outcome. So that's a little concerning. So what would my advice be to 45 at this point in the election? And don't you worry, there's going to be part two. We're going to have the JB 46 part of this too. What should 45 do for the ultimate outcome? Best outcome for himself. What should he do? He's got to get himself a Pope-mobile. I'm going to start there. He needs a Pope-mobile. Not that he's the Pope. We all know that. Knew that was going to come up. He's looked pretty good. That doesn't. So, new start. I think we're off to a good start, and I'll talk a little bit about this in a separate video, with him being gracious to Ron DeSantis as he bowed out yesterday, the 21st of January, Sunday. He did bow out of the race, so he's being very, very gracious about that and working very carefully with good intent moving forward. That is what he should do. So he should continue that. Stop with the bombastic craziness. I know Nikki Haley's got a lot of words for her. He's got a lot of words for, crooked this and crooked that. So he should continue on this path of being generous and gracious. Grace is the operative word for him. This is a little bit alarming, having this 10 of Swords in reverse, because it's, it can sometimes mean what it actually looks like. So keeping oneself protected to the extreme is a good idea here. It's something about vehicles, something about Kennedy-esque situation, I think really does need to be paid attention to. He needs to really have his people sharp, and I'm pretty sure he does have pretty sharp security around him. So here he needs to cozy up to those powers that be, the seats of power, the branches of government that he's worked with before. He needs to mend some fences and be agreeable and amenable with them, and he needs to stress to those parties that maybe he has wronged. And I'm going to include Ron DeSantis and Vivek in this, because he needs powerful people like that behind him if he is going to continue. He needs to build a cabinet and build a group of people that will work with him moving forward very strongly. So this is the advice to him. Down here, temperance, he's got to keep the temper under control. He's got to keep the bombacity under control. So he really should follow this. Really be careful. This is really important. Really super be careful in cars, golf carts, that kind of thing. Just some alarming stuff with that. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to be doing a lot of political stuff. The game is afoot. And like I said, I do have a friend who is a professional DJ who may be coming on to some of these with me. So I'm super excited about that, because he is not a psychic and he's really a cool guy. And he's one of my favorite people. I've known him a long time. So with that, you can look forward to part two. We're going to have 46. We're going to cover 46's stuff on this, and we'll see what's going to happen. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have